Hi everyone, it's Ollie at Zinc. Hope you're well. I'm working in the Howardian Hills today with the Oval crew. We are installing 14 panels on a clay pantile roof, so I'll show you that shortly. It's going very well. But I just wanted to jump on here and talk about solar edge systems. I was working in Carlisle a few weeks ago on a big factory installation, 424 panels with solar edge optimizers, which are individual devices that you mount behind each panel and connect the panels into, and give you lots of features. But one of the best features, I think, is the panel level monitoring. So you can see throughout the system's lifetime of 25 plus years exactly how much power each panel is producing, and if that panel is ever not producing power, you know there's potentially an issue that needs sorting. So they are controversial, not everybody likes them, but as an installer and somebody who monitors these systems on an ongoing basis, and I've just been looking back at the job in Carlisle to see how the system's doing. Obviously in the first few weeks of any system's lifetime, if there is any issues, they would become apparent, and the Solar Edge monitoring app platform will tell you exactly what is wrong with your system if there is anything. So I will send you some screenshots of that system now, which will show there are no alerts mainly, which a normal system without monitoring you probably wouldn't know. There are also pieces of information about the system's generation today, in this very moment, in the system's lifetime, and then it also shows you a layout of all the panels and shows you panel level performance, and you can actually see the panels that are east facing this morning have produced more than the panels which are west facing, because as we know the sun rises in the east, and you can see individual panels which have probably got a lot of bird muck on them because they're not producing as much as the other panels. So those are a lighter shade of blue. So yeah, just a few words there on the benefits of solar edge optimization. Here's the So yeah, there you go, panel level monitoring and optimization. I will show you the system we work on today now, which has had a bit of work done to it already. So Dean and Josh have been here previously and installed this Saigon energy controller, which is the hybrid inverter, and then two 8 kWh battery modules. So this has 16 kWh of battery storage, and then an inverter, which I do not know the specs of, but I imagine it's a 5 or 6, possibly more. We've got two PV strings coming off the roof, so this is 4-core PV Ultra supplying the rotary isolators, brave that, and another one supplying that power to the energy controller, and then we've got our AC supply and then the load side. So yeah, that's looking great in there. Into this newly renovated room, we've got the gateway, so this provides backup power. Open. There you go. So the main incoming supply comes into this main switch and then sends the mains back on this backup switch, so that in the event of a power failure, the inverter and battery, which is just the other side of this wall, will supply power to the house's consumer unit. And it's a changeover of under 200 milliseconds, so when your lights are on and your internet's on, you won't notice the changeover. So that's that in there. I'll show you the roof now. The customer's got a Zappy already, and they're going to have 14 455 watt bifacial pair lights, 7 on top of 7 in portrait. So we've got a clay pantile, which is quite nice to work with. We do have a nail in the top there on every third row. Most of them don't, so you can see how easily they come out and go back in. And yeah, 2 rows of 7 in portrait. The hooks are being spaced off the tile by 5mm, just to allow the hook to bounce and flex with the weight of the system under wind loading, but also not to have the hook so high that it makes the tiles stand proud, because there's nothing on the back of these tiles to grind off. You look at this one, you can't grind that, so well, you could probably grind a bit of it, but yeah, you just have to get the hook height set right to make the tile. there is just one minor detail on this job which has been giving me flashbacks to Carlisle, where our panels were spattered with bird muck, and that is this situation here with the aerial. So you can see the birds obviously perch here and then do the business here. So I sent a message to Sam and we've agreed that we will put some transparent bird spikes on here with metal tie wraps, which should stop them doing this. And just going to go that extra mile for the customer to mitigate any unforeseen bird muck on their panels, because it's quite common for customers post-install to say, oh, panels are covered in bird muck, and it'd be quite nice to sort that out for them before it becomes an issue. So yeah, that's the only other thing on this job, but absolutely beautiful setting here, the Howardian Hills. And I don't know if you can see it, but on the horizon there is York Minster. There it is, beauty.